putting together our data to compare law firm performance from around the world, and it seems that 2024 will be yet another record year, with no expectations of slowing down with a new presidency in the White House over the next 4 years. There might be a temptation for law firms to say, why change? I think it'd be helpful to reframe that in order to say, is our approach fit for the future? And what would take us from being good to great?
Inefficient governance structures can slow decision-making, stifle innovation and growth, and create internal conflicts. This can make the firm much less attractive, particularly to lateral hires.
What we're seeing with most firms is that the remuneration systems and the governance of them was created often decades ago and hasn't been updated. No longer matches with the strategy, with the direction and the culture of the firm. But it's very sensitive to change, so it tends to sit there. What we'd recommend is that all law firm leadership take a really hard look at their remuneration, the governance around that and the partner development.
The reality of the situation is that if everyone is hitting their KPIs, then everybody's happy, but that probably means that your firm is not really moving anywhere, and if nobody's hitting their KPIs, then you're in the same situation because you've probably got the wrong ones in the first place. So the challenge is to focus on KPIs that are around business improvement and not around personal performance. And for every firm, that means they've got to understand who they are, and what they want to do in order to set up systems that are good for the business as well as the people who work for them.
Firms need to think about whether the fixed share partner role is intended to be a training ground for new partners to come through, to settle themselves, to develop before targeting the equity and moving up into the equity, or is this a long-term status in its own right? I think once you've worked out what it is you're trying to achieve with a fixed share partner role, you're then able to think, well, actually, what are the KPIs to be sure that partners know what to strive to achieve? What the fixed share partner role should not be is a substitute for poor performance management. It's not a replacement for robust succession planning, and it's not a way that you can protect the equity and keep that insulated from other people within the business. In short, it's not a dumping ground, it's not a consolation prize, and it's not a holding pen.
What I'm expected to see as the main focus for 2025 is around behaviours. We've talked about the partners' behaviours that allow them to collaborate, to develop clients more profitably, but I'm expecting for 2025 a closer understanding of the behaviours that will help us develop our young lawyers and what that means in very practical terms.
So look at those structures, look at best practice from around the world and think, are we in the right place to build a successful firm and high profits for now, the medium term and the future?